everyone. Caroline Hendershot here alongside Ethan Greenberg. We've got some exciting news for the second day in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Just announced now on Good Morning Football, Week 5. The Jets are going international.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to London, taking on the Vikings. They'll be the away team. But, Ethan, first thoughts.
Yeah, I think this is really exciting. Like, I think when you took a look at the schedule, there was a couple options here, like in terms of the Vikings and the Jaguars. If you're trying to play the hypothetical, those are two teams who also are part of like the international brand, much like the Jets. And the Jets played in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Ooh, nice accent.
Thank you very much, mate. 2021 against the Falcons.
You were there.
I was there. It was really fun. And the stadium is so cool. It's so fun. Like Kyle Brandt was saying this on Good Morning Football when he was announcing this game. It's like, is this a trip where it's like, you know, you want to take people, like your family, you want to go take the kids overseas, whatever. This is one of those trips that you could really make a week of it. And I just think that it's a really exciting matchup. It's a really fun game. It's a really fun atmosphere. Totally different. Like when you go to MetLife, right? And you see the jerseys that are at MetLife Stadium. It's a lot of Jets jerseys, couple opponent jerseys, couple neutral jerseys. In London and at Tottenham Hotspur in 2021, it was all over the map.
Really?
It was like there was a Forrest Gump Alabama jersey.
Okay.
There was a Bobby Boucher Waterboy jersey.
That's incredible.
There were a couple Jets jerseys, a couple Falcons jerseys. And so, we doing this live?
Yes, John, we are live.
Yes, John. Good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning.
John, what's for breakfast? That's what I want to know. We have our cups of tea right here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I just think it's really exciting. Not to mention it could be Aaron Rodgers against Sam Darnold, who, of course, used to play for the Jets and was drafted 3rd overall in 2018.
It could also be Aaron Rodgers versus J.J. McCarthy, too. So,
Yes,
like,
it could.
young versus old, that kind of new matchup.
Justin Jefferson, Sauce Gardner.
That will be some, get your popcorn ready.
Didn't see this coming. Dre, what's up? Surprise, element of surprise.
Good morning, Dre. Neither did we. We're excited, though. That
You think Dre's talking about the game or talking about going live at 7:30 in the morning? Or both?
I hope both.
Yeah.
Because I love a good element of surprise going live.
Dre, are you excited, though? Like, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, let's hear some comments from the fans. Like, how are we feeling about going international? I know some people love it. I know some people don't like it. I'm personally in favor of it.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be curious, like, from a player perspective, what changes.
Yep.
Just in terms of sleep.
Yeah,
in terms of
exactly.
how you prepare. And I think that that's, like, the one thing that we don't really know the ins and outs of, but that's something that I'm curious to hear what they say.
Yeah, I think, go Jets from India. Awesome. Thank you for watching.
That's a first.
Yeah, that is
We've gotten Denmark, Germany, UK, and now India.
Yeah. I think we've also had Ireland before, too.
Okay, well, I know the Jets are going international, like in terms of their schedule.
One Jets Live is going international.
Exactly. Couldn't have said that any better.
No, I agree. I think it's interesting. And, you know, we still don't know, like, if there will be a bye afterwards because teams can elect to have a bye. They can elect to not have a bye after international games. So that will be an interesting thing to also see in terms of player recovery and how they handle that and going forward with the schedule.
Yeah, and as of now, like, the schedule comes out later today.
8 p.m.
like,
tonight.
In just about 12 hours, right? So, and we know 2 games. Niners-Jets week 1, and now Vikings-Jets week 5.
Yes.
Both of them on the road, one of them in San Francisco, one of them at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which was just like, it was so fun.
Yeah.
It really was. It was so different because the Jets practiced at, I don't remember the name of the place, but it was like at a manor. And it wasn't like in London proper. It was like out there. And
Like in the countryside.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And there was like on a golf course, and you had to like take golf carts to the practice field. Like, it was just a really different setup, and it was really cool. I believe that the place in which they stayed, one of our good friends had like a little bit of a spider issue in the room. Like the spider crawled into the Bose headphone and into his ear.
Oh, don't even tell me that. That is literally my worst fear. Oh, I just got chills.
Yeah, so that it was just really different. It was fun. It was interesting to see like the setup over there because it's not the setup like here in Florham Park, or I would imagine, I don't know what all 32 facilities are like, but I know what one of them is like, or a couple, and I feel like that's just very different. So
you know what's exciting too is that the Jets were awarded the international marketing rights for Ireland also this year.
Yeah.
So it's not just a UK fan base that could be coming, but also the new Ireland fan base that like the Jets are really trying to build up. So
Totally.
it's really great for the international NFL fan base. Like you can come and see a game. If you're a Jets fan internationally, that's even better. You get to see the Jets, but yeah.
Johnny boy back in the fold. Let's go Jets. This is our year. I'm ready to crush some tea and crumpets. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm a big peppermint tea guy.
You are?
Yeah, other than that, I think tea's okay.
Oh, really? I love tea.
Yeah, I know. I like peppermint tea.
That's like kind of the grandma in me, though. Like I love ending the night with a cup of tea.
Yeah, for me, it's either top of the morning.
Top of the morning. Well, you don't drink coffee.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
so that's
I'm a
the
tea
difference.
guy.
Yeah.
So Dre Correa, who also said, my nephew lives in London. I will be traveling to this game. I just need to know when. Well, we know the when now.
Week 5.
Yeah, it's week 5. I believe that date is, hold on, give me a minute
Do
here.
some math, Ethan.
October 6th
There you go.
at Tottenham Hotspur. That means it's a 9:30 Eastern kickoff.
Okay. Oh, I love some morning football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good morning football.
I know. I was going to
joke
say
there.
that, but yeah, I've refrained myself.
But yeah, so it's week 5, October 6th, Tottenham Hotspur. The Jets have played in London before, of course, most recently 2021. They played against the Dolphins at Wembley Stadium in 2015. They won that game. They lost to the Falcons most recently in 2021. And also you think about just kind of like storylines. We were talking about some of the matchups earlier. Think about the draft. The Jets traded back with the Vikings one spot. They get J.J. McCarthy. The Jets get Olu Fashanu. Like, much like yesterday. Look, the NFL, there's always a storyline. But I think that it's top of the morning with this news. This is going to be a great game. Early football. Go Jets.
Love it.
Artists.
The director.
Yeah. With one T, though. That's clever.
Yeah,
Artist,
I like
the
that.
director.
I like that. Oh, and Australia now. Go Jets from down under AU.
Down under. Jersey 29.
You're great with the accents this morning.
Yeah, I know. I'm on my game this morning. I didn't mean that.
Okay.
I'm on my game this morning.
I like
Jetcast.
Jetscast. You should stream from London. I like that idea.
I like the thumbnail, too.
Yep, that's a great.
We did this last time in 2021. We streamed live we did like a talk back from Florham Park to London, and we did it from practice.
Oh, yeah, see, that would be great. We could do a One Jets live at practice.
That would be fun. And, you would see the link. If it's the same place as last time, you would see the links course right behind the practice field.
Some nice scenery.
It was very, it was very scenic. It was very far from London, but it was very nice.
We also want to know, what are you guys doing while you're watching One Jets live this morning? I know we're up early. It's 7:40 in the morning. Are you guys already on your way to work? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in, though. We really appreciate it.
Hold on, I'm getting caught up here.
Okay.
Scott, I don't know how to say this guy's last name.
Okay.
Scott Enninger.
Just go with the first name. You got it, Scott.
Yeah, Scott says we are the Jets, so shouldn't we be the international brand? Yeah, that's what's going on here.
Yeah. I like this one from James and Aaron. I'm flying 10,000 miles to USA, to USA folks. They said 15,000 kilometers to watch this.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I mean, that's great dedication.
And I love that you are already planning to go watch
and
this.
it's James and Aaron, too. Yeah, okay.
I love that you're already planning it. Got it circled.
Where
on
are
the
you
calendar.
flying from?
Yeah, that's a great follow-up with that. Where are you flying from?
15,000 kilometers to watch this, 10,000 USA miles. So not
Yeah.
really USA miles, but you understand the point. I'm just reading I'm reading the comment, and I said USA miles. That is not proper English.
No, it is not. But it's early. It's okay. We got some comments. One from John, one from John saying One Jets Live is clever. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yep.
But one from Johnny Boy saying, guys, I need help. I can't stop buying the Jets' new merchandise. I just ordered 3 more jerseys and 2 sweaters, and I'm getting my daughter ready for school drinking coffee.
Johnny boy, you've come to the right YouTube stream, because if someone has a problem buying things,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Right
Anyways, love that you are multitasking, buying merch, getting your daughter ready for school, drinking the coffee, and tuning into One Jets Live. You're a multitasker at its finest.
3 more jerseys and 2 sweaters. How many jerseys do you have? And also, who are they?
Like, who are the jerseys?
Yeah, like
What
who are the
numbers?
jerseys?
Yeah,
exactly. If you don't want to type their names, you can just do numbers.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into what matchup you are most excited to watch between the Jets and the Vikings. Also, you guys can comment what matchup you guys are most looking forward to seeing over across the pond in London, but let us know. Ethan, what about you?
It's tough. So the Jets and the Vikings played in Minnesota in 2022, right? Like, I think that Justin Jefferson and Sauce Gardner is one that easily comes to mind.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe that's just a little too mainstream.
Yeah, I was going to go mainstream, but it's fine.
Oh, were you going to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think that's going to be such a good matchup.
Yeah, it'll be good. I would like to see, Sauce versus Jefferson, of course. I mean, how could you not? It's like two all-pros going up against each other. I will say, like, Garrett Wilson had 162 yards in Minnesota when these teams played. Like, I'd like to see what he has for an encore
For sure.
overseas. So I'd like to see Garrett. Breece Hall didn't play in that game because he was hurt.
Right.
The Vikings side, you know what? It's really Sauce versus Jefferson.
Yeah, that's going to be where all the attention lies.
But also there is like Aaron Rodgers playing the Vikings, a team that he used to play against for like 18 years with the Packers. And so I think that is also going to be something that gets brought up.
Yeah, for sure. There's history there. How could it not be?
I'd like to see what the Vikings have done in free agency while you ask me.
I do like another. I was going to say this, actually. It's funny that Scott brought this up. He said the Yak King versus the Vikes' entire defense. I am very excited to see the Yak King in action.
Just in
general.
Well, let's start with training camp.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, yeah.
I'm excited to see that as well. I will say, I'm taking a look at the Vikings roster right now.
Yeah.
When these teams last played, they didn't have Jordan Addison. So it's Jordan Addison and what's his name? Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
So I do think that this is really like a talented matchup in terms of Vikings receivers, Jets corners.
Yep.
And I feel like we've
DJ Reed.
Yeah, even when you look at the Jets opponents, like overall, you start to see the same similarities. Like that seems to be the matchup that keeps coming to play.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about last year, we know that the Jets play the Texans again at MetLife Stadium. You think about who didn't play last year in that game. Like Nico Collins got hurt early. Tank Dell didn't play in that game. Then the Texans go up and trade for Stephon Diggs. You're talking about Diggs, who's been good against the Jets in his career again with the Bills in 8 games.
Yep.
Then you're talking about Nico Collins and Tank Dell, C.J. Stroud in year 2. Like this is going to be, that's a get your popcorn ready matchup. And I think that the Vikings maybe not have the same kind of depth at wide receiver. Like K.J. Osborne went from the Vikings to the Patriots in free agency. But I do think that Jefferson and Addison against Gardner and Reed is going to be something that you're really going to have to focus on, especially because you don't know, like right now, there's going to be a quarterback competition in Minnesota.
Right. I'm excited to see, who wins that one.
Right. So I think that that's kind of where my mind goes as well.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's also, I feel like, obviously, this is an obvious note, but the atmosphere is going to kind of play into both teams. You got the travel playing into it. You got the time change playing into it.
Yep.
You got the atmosphere of the stadium playing into it. I wonder if there's going to be more Vikings fans, more Jets fans, if it's just going to be loud in general because the international fan base is just excited to be at an international game. So I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'm excited for those additions to kind of come into the fold.
Yeah, and I feel like, we're starting to get, like, if the Jets schedule were a puzzle,
Yep.
we're starting to get it. We have 2 pieces.
Yep.
But another piece that, like, if you're watching this, what you should think about is when the schedule comes out at 8 o'clock tonight, Jet schedule release presented by JetBlue.
Yes.
What you should do is see who the Jets and the Vikings play both the week before
and the week after.
Right, because obviously, like, this is going to be one of those times where it's like, what's the travel look like before and after? Some teams have the bye right after London. Some teams don't. I believe in 2021, if someone could look this up, in 2021, I don't remember if the Jets had the bye exactly the week after the London game.
Okay.
So that's just something to think about. I don't know if teams request one way or another. Like,
I think you have the option to take it or leave it.
So it's something to think about.
Yeah.
And so, especially with the Vikings, too, like, are both teams on the road beforehand? Are both teams going from London back home and then have a home game?
Also,
or are they going on the road?
It's week 5, so it's a little bit, I would say it's on the earlier side of the schedule. So if you have your bye right after that, it would be an early bye.
It would be. But then also you think about, like, when people look at the bye week, you think about, oh, yeah, like week 6, or if that were after the Jets Vikings game, like if either of those teams had a bye, you're like, it is early, but it's also like training camp starts late July.
Right.
So it's not early. It's not necessarily early in terms of that calendar.
Correct.
And in 2021, the Jets did have the bye after the Falcons game.
Okay.
Food for thought.
Interesting there.
I will say that in terms of other matchups that you could think about or storylines, like the Vikings also drafted Dallas Turner. And a lot of people thought Dallas Turner out of Alabama was the best option
You're right.
in terms of a pass rusher. So that would be Dallas Turner against Morgan Moses or Tyron Smith.
Yep.
I mean, maybe.
Another rookie versus vet kind of
Or,
matchup.
if, let's say, Olu was in the lineup at either tackle spot, you have rookie on rookie.
True.
So you have Penn State, Alabama.
Yeah.
You have you have a top tackle in the draft, a top edge rusher in the draft. So that's also food for thought.
Yeah, that'll be exciting too. I wonder, Jets bye week 4 or 6 this year? Well, we don't know, Heels and Quads Media, but
Heels and quads?
Heels and Quads.
What is
like
it like?
Heels and Quads.
And the Jets also had a bye after their London game in 2015.
Okay, so there's a trend there.
There is a trend there. It doesn't mean that it's 100% certain. We'll find out at 8 p.m. tonight.
Correct. Yeah.
I do want to know what heels and quads means, though. Like, you think that's like his workout routine?
Shoes, and then like maybe a woman who likes to lift.
Oh, okay.
Heels, and then focusing on the quads.
Yeah, that could track.
Yeah. But I am excited for just to, once again, I think, go international. I haven't been to London since 2012.
Yeah, why were you there?
I'm not going to talk about that. That's really annoying. I was watching the Olympics. It was a very cool atmosphere then. I wonder if it will be the same. We actually got really nice weather when we were there. So I wonder was the weather nice when you went?
Sorry, I'm just reading this comment from Scott. Jets have superior weapons. I'll take a jet over a boat with paddles. Okay.
Okay.
Peter Damien
Vikings
says, hello, Caroline from Southeast Asia.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hello, Peter.
Yep.
Thanks for getting up with us this morning.
And then there's also, I like the Aviators. And then there's Shearsy29 says the NFL should come to Australia, Melbourne, to the MCG, and you would get 100K plus more to the game. I don't know about that. I'm not here to debate that.
You've been to
Australia, I can tell you that would be a lot of fun. I don't know what the MCG is. I assume that's some kind of arena or stadium.
Probably.
But I think that would be a lot of fun. That would also be a nightmare for travel.
Oh yeah. That would.
You know how long a flight is from LA to Sydney?
Isn't it like 12 hours?
16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cricket. Okay. The
Melbourne
MCG.
cricket ground.
I believe. Okay, so Americans say Melbourne, but I think in Australia it's like Melbourne.
It's Melbourne.
Melbourne cricket grounds. So okay.
We had a lot of Australian rowers on my rowing team.
Scott also said that our helmets are better than theirs, meaning the Vikings.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's not even a question. But what about the weather when you were in London?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is Tottenham? It's open, right?
Tottenham's open. I will say the coolest part about Tottenham was, one, it was so loud.
Okay.
Fans who were not as familiar with the in and outs of the game were just cheering the whole time.
whole time. Love
like it could be 1st and 20, they were just cheering.
it.
Like
Love it.
like it was 3rd and 1 at MetLife. So that was really cool. They had an anthem singer who stood and was harnessed into the top of the stadium.
Whoa.
Like the very top.
Okay.
I'm getting chills thinking about it because I don't like
afraid of
heights.
heights.
Yes. So she was on the top and belted 10 out of 10 the anthem.
Wow. Best anthem you've heard?
Yes. It was, I don't remember if she did the national anthem or if it was the equivalent. I'm not, I don't know the name of it. It's escaping me right now.
Yeah.
What they sing in Britain. But it was one of those and it was a 10 out of 10.
Okay, love that.
Also, can I just shout out Hunter real quick? Because he said, hate London game, season ticket holders lose out on a game. Well, here's the thing. It's an away game. So.
You would lose out anyways because we would be in Minnesota.
Right. So it's an away game. So if you want to go over there, just let it rip.
We have an interesting experience here. You've been to Tottenham. I have been to Minnesota.
Yeah.
You haven't been to Minnesota, right?
No.
No. And so I've seen the skull in person. I wonder how it will translate internationally, the skull chant.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, but
Alabama Jets fan, feels like the Jets are getting the max primetime games again this year, and I'm here for it. Time for a division title. Okay.
Ooh, Ooh, I like the way you think, Alabama Jets fan.
Yeah, so, yeah. I think that we'll see.
Yeah.
Right? I think the Jets had 6 primetime games last year. They had 5 in 2010 and 2011. And so...
But this doesn't count. Does this count as a primetime game?
I don't believe so.
It's a standalone.
I believe it is not a primetime game. But to Alabama Jets fans' point, like, it feels like trending in that direction is a chance, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't really know what that'll look like. Again, 8 p.m., schedule release presented by JetBlue.
Right.
We'll rock and roll.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll all see tonight what the whole schedule looks like. You can finally start planning which games you're coming to. If you're traveling internationally, you know, you got to circle the ones on your calendar. But, yeah, I think that's all from us, Ethan.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome.
8 p.m. We'll see you then.
Yeah, 8
Not
p.m.
us, though. Not us.
No.
Not us. If you want to see a schedule breakdown, that's Saturday night, CBS.
Yep. Yes. So tune in then, but we'll see you later, and thanks for tuning in.